We're here on Memorial Day to both commemorate and celebrate the life of Daniel Agami with his sister, Shayna. Thank you very much for coming and giving us the privilege of hearing a little bit about his life and his story.
Thank you so much for having me and letting me have this opportunity to tell his story. Daniel did his basic training in Fort Benning, Georgia, and then he went off to Germany, and then he was shipped off to Iraq. He was very connected with his Judaism. He loved to be Jewish, and for him, he actually was called to go to Saddam Hussein's palace, and he lit the menorah over there, which was really, really cool.
I want you guys to have a great Hanukkah, and I'll see you soon. Bye.
There was times where, he would call my mom. My mom would be like, what's that noise in the background? And he'd be on the top of the tank. He'd be like, oh, like I'm just, protecting the space or whatever it is. And my mom would be so, concerned as a mother would be, but for the military culture in itself, like that's very normal for them to be able to have that accuracy, but also still kind of multitask and like call their mom.
I guess that shows a little bit about his personality as well, that didn't take things too seriously, but had a very serious understanding of having to get stuff done right and correctly.
Yes, that's exactly who he was. He was funny. I think that really also shows like his little piece of personality and character of him really lighting up that space when he walks in.
Through Daniel, you had that connection with Aleph.
Yeah, he was like one of the first probably participants of the Aleph Institute and receiving some of the things that they do send overseas. Rabbi Lipsker, Rabbi Goldstein, they were all so involved in my brother's life, and they continue to be so in my life, my family's life. This past year, I actually went to the military conference with my mom, and it was so beautiful. It felt nice to be able to connect with a community that really helped not just my brother, but my family and myself included through a very difficult time.
And to come to the more difficult part of the conversation, the part that Memorial Day is about, are you able to talk a little bit when it comes to his ultimate sacrifice?
So, he was killed in 2007 in June, and that kind of just changed everything for our family. But from that, we were able to see a lot of people either being inspired by his story, memorials being made in memory of him, in honor of him, and that has just been so special to see as a younger sister, and seeing the impact that he's made on the world even without physically being here.
Is there anything that you want to share when it comes to Memorial Day?
So for me personally, when Memorial Day comes around, making sure you go to that Memorial Day ceremony, or even acknowledging, the families and the sacrifices that their loved ones have made and their families continuously make every day. It's really about the families and the military servicemen and women who are really protecting us to be able to live as freely as we do.
Before I go, is there any ideas that I didn't touch upon that you'd like to
I'm
elaborate?
just really proud to even say that, Daniel was my brother. I'm really happy that I have this opportunity to talk about him, his story, his legacy, and kind of continue that on. And it's just been a really special opportunity.
I want to say thank you very much for sharing, and I hope that this Memorial Day we do some justice.
Thank you.